Nistuni Taniko Abaki Beck. I am Blackfeet and Red River Métis from Montana, and my parents are Rosalind Lapierre from Browning, Montana, and David Beck from Chicago. And my grandparents are Angeline Wall from Heartbeat, Montana, and Bill Lapierre from Augusta, Montana on my mom's side, and Catherine Beatty from Mansfield, Ohio, and Armin Beck from St. Louis, Missouri on my dad's side. Today, I'm celebrating my graduation with a master's degree in public health with the Buder Center. As I've reached the end of my journey as a graduate student, I've done a lot of reflecting on my educational journey, and I wanted to share some of my reflections and gratitude with you all today. At my high school graduation party on the Blackfeet Reservation in Montana, I received a big stack of cards from relatives, most of whom had never had the opportunity to attend college. One read, "Abaki, when you run for president, I'll vote for you." Another read, "Of all the stars on the family tree, you shine the brightest." I felt uneasy receiving these because I really wanted to go to college to be far from home and felt insecure that these cards and well wishes were undeserved. But at the same time, I knew how truly privileged I was. My great-great-grandmother Minnie was the first generation in my mother's family to attend school. She attended an off-reservation boarding school. My great-grandmother Annie, who I knew my entire life until she passed away at age 97, and my grandma Angie, who's still alive, both attended boarding schools as well. As many of you know, these boarding schools were not built to educate their Native American students, but instead to strip them of their culture, language, heritage, and community ties, and to Americanize them. The governmental policy was to kill the Indian and save the man. Many of my relatives, and I'm sure many of yours, were not able to have the same educational experiences like we've just had at the Brown School. And when I think about my education and what I want to do with my education, I think of them. There are so many people at the Brown School and Washington University I need to thank who have deeply contributed to my success here. My fellow Native students, some of whom I'm sure will be lifelong friends, the Buder Center and the Buder Foundation, who provided a physical, social, and academic space for me to thrive, the Prison Education Project, which has served as a deeply meaningful and transformative place of work, and my many professors who challenged me, supported me, and helped me gain skills I never thought I could master. And of course, my family. For me, my education would be useless if it doesn't address the issues that face the community that raised me and the family that gave me those high school graduation cards or made me the moccasins I wear today. They are just as much a part of my educational story as is the Brown School. Of course, I wish we were all together today with our families to celebrate. I wish I could hug you all. I wish we could cry together. I wish we could laugh and eat probably cheap food and ask each other awkwardly if we have jobs yet. And I wish I could show you the red dress that I'd be wearing. It was the same dress I wore to my undergraduate graduation and that my mom wore to her high school graduation. In closing, I have a few hopes that I wanted to share specifically with Buder students. I hope that each of us recognizes the incredible power that this education has given us. I hope that each of us remembers our ancestors and family members who worked tirelessly to give us the future we are living. And most of all, I hope that each of us who make it here today continue to deeply love, serve, and strengthen our communities and to endlessly pursue our passions. It may be corny, but this is how we can honor the Buder Center, the Brown School, and the people in our lives who knew that the possibilities for us were endless, even before we did. Thank you.